one of the things I want to share with you is that the format that Jen and I are using today is, with the exception of the live piece, is very much like our inner circle group. We have a wonderful membership program called Inner Circle. So imagine if you were in a place and we were having your lunch, because it's a place where it's a safe space. You can join with or without your camera. You can join with or without your name. You can make up a name, I don't know, Dick Tracy. But we just want people to be at the table. We talk about a lot of things that, given the opportunity to talk in a safe space, most people are really welcome to do that. And we meet every Thursday via the Google Meet. So one of the things that we enjoy about Inner Circle is people come from various states. They come from various industries. They join us at the table. And when they put their issue on the table, almost always, in addition to having Jen there, but almost always there is another person in that group that has experienced something similar or different. So the inner circle is where it's happening. After that, after our sessions on Thursdays, we also have a private group called that we've opened in the Telegram tool, where we continue the discussion, we continue to share ideas, we continue to share things. One last thing I want to say is, if you have not been on the JenniferTardyConsulting.com, or if you've not checked out the many YouTubes, the YouTube channel is where another place where it's happening. Jen has, if you follow her, she has recently started to post some really cool shorts. And as we know, most of us don't have a lot of time to listen to a full video, but I want to ask Jen to give a highlight of a most recent short that you created around procrastination. And I think that's really cool. So I'll let you describe that.
Well, just one quick update. It's JenniferTardy.com.
Oh, yeah.
Just to make sure.
Yeah, I got carried away because I got excited, like someone else said earlier.
Okay. So, what was I going to say? Yes. One of my favorite videos is where we were talking about, why am I procrastinating? And I think that many of us, this can resonate, right? And in this video, I talk about this idea of, am I enough? And I'm only speaking for myself, and I'm hopeful that it resonates with a lot of people. I don't procrastinate a lot, but in the moments that I do procrastinate, and I'm able to pause to create enough space between that thing I'm supposed to deliver and the procrastination, and I'm asking myself, what is happening right now? And it's generally because I'm feeling a sense of, am I enough to deliver this thing at the level that I feel like it needs to get delivered, right? So let me say that again. It's those moments where I'm questioning whether or not I am enough to deliver at the level that I envision this thing needing to be delivered. And so there's several pieces that even need to be unpacked with that. But in the moment that I'm like, oh yeah, of course I'm enough, then I'm like, okay, well, if I'm enough, then I'm going to go ahead and start doing this work. But sure, I don't think enough of us are asking or are answering that question. We're just saying, am I enough? And we're not even realizing that we're asking that question, and we're not answering that question, and we're not getting to work. But the sooner we can actually say, of course I'm enough to deliver on this thing, then it makes it easier to actually deliver upon it. And then it's also this idea of, are my expectations for what the end result should be so high that I'm intimidating myself?
Oh, wow.
Right?
Wow.
And sometimes our expectations can be so high and so nuanced that we almost paralyze ourselves from ever even starting a thing. And so in that instance too, I guess as a next level to this conversation, I have to remind myself that that my first iteration of it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be done. Right?
That's it right there. And I'm guilty. Yeah, it has to get done. Just get it done. Get her done. Get her done. And this whole sense of it's got to be perfect, or it's got to be formatted in just the right way. You know, do I want to format here? Do I want to use Excel, Access? I mean, get her done.
Yes. So I literally have to give myself permission to be messy in order to get it completed, with an understanding that I can go back and clean it up. And so I hope this resonates with a lot of people too, especially if you're in creative spaces where you have to build something from nothing, and you have to build, something that only has like a vision to it. The actual final product won't likely happen in your first iteration, and that's okay. And that's a fun part of being able to live in a space of creativity. The only thing that you need to do is get to that first iteration, that first deliverable, that first piece, and then take a step and then go back into it and clean it up. But oftentimes, going back to the initial conversation, oftentimes the reason why I find that most of our clients, myself included, it's a very human thing of why we procrastinate is because we don't feel like, somewhere deep down inside, we're questioning whether we're enough to complete that project.